Good morning, everybody. I am Dr. Neema Sajju Balan, Professor, Rungta College of Engineering and Technology, Bhilai. I am going to discuss Death of a Salesman by Arthur Miller. In this video, I'll be talking about the life and works of Arthur Miller. Arthur Asher Miller was born on October 17, 1915 in Harlem. He was an American playwright, essayist, blacklisted writer, and controversial figure in the 20th century American theater. His most popular plays are All My Sons in 1947, Death of a Salesman, that we'll be discussing as per your syllabus, in 1949, The Crucible 1953, and A View from the Bridge 1955, which was revised in 1956. He wrote several screenplays and was most noted for his work on The Misfits, 1961. The drama Death of a Salesman has been numbered on the short list of finest American plays in the 20th century. He was awarded a Pulitzer Prize for drama. Miller received the St. Louis Literary Award from the St. Louis University Library Associates. He received the Prince of Asturias Award, the Premium Imperial Prize in 2002, and the Jerusalem Prize in 2003, as well as the Dorothy and Lillian Gish Prize in 1999. He graduated from Abraham Lincoln High School, and he began as a playwright at University of Michigan. Some of the major themes in his works are the idea of the American dream that we'll be seeing in The Death of a Salesman, the importance of a name, the act of suicide, social responsibility, moral corruption. Arthur Miller is gifted with a very powerful imagination, fine sensitivity, and a keen power of imagination. Expert craftsmanship is the distinguishing trait of his literary work. Arthur Miller's plays are gripping and powerful in their impact because he is primarily concerned with a play's ultimate relevancy to the survival of the human race. Miller discusses in depth the themes of man's relatedness, responsibility, guilt, and integrity in order to formulate a rational stand for the individual in the world. Miller's plays are concerned with the vital problem as to how are we to live in a social and humanistic sense in the world of today. Miller is also obsessed with the idea of making the outside world a home, a theme that constantly recurs in his plays. Miller has depicted the alienation of contemporary man from a sense of community, the estrangement from social values and relationships, or feelings of solidarity with others in society. His power as a playwright lies in his understanding of and compassion for human beings in their most personal relationships with the members of their family or with themselves. Miller's plays strike us by their vivid portrayal of individual struggle for self preservation against the stresses of a technological society, search for meaning in life by an individual against collective pressures and the problems arising out of the loss of social, moral, and cultural values. One of Miller's greatest strengths is his penetrating insight into familial relationships. Arthur Miller's dramas deal with man's relationship with society and family. Miller is not a social reformer, but he is a social critic. His work is by far autobiographical. Miller was a great technical expert. He was a great experimentalist and impressionist, an expressionist, and a symbolist. Among his most successful plays, The Death of a Salesman occupies a very eminent place. It was welcomed as a modern classic and has assured to Miller a place among the foremost playwrights of the century. It also brings to light the fact that though in many respects man is the victim of the evils of a commercial society, he himself may be too weak to face the forces of society. This is the reason why he himself is responsible for his own misery. Willy Loman, the old salesman, meets with failure and disillusionment both in his private and professional life. His two sons, Happy and Biff, also do not care for their father's expectations. All this is responsible for Willy's frustration and early death. The death of a salesman is an expressionistic reconstruction. The continuity from social expressionism comes clear, as it may be said that in the end, it is not Willy Loman as a man, but the image of the salesman that predominates. Arthur Miller makes use of simple, direct, and dramatic language in his plays. The language may at times seem too prosaic, but it is deliberately so. His plays are not melodramatic, not pessimistic. They are tragedies. This is about a brief about the life and works of Arthur Miller as an author. In the next video, we'll be discussing about the themes and symbols that we deal with in the death of a salesman. Thank you.